15 countries abundant in single women, challenging due to scarcity of men. Here, I wonder if any guys would like to live a polygamous life, being pursued by sisters instead of chasing after other women. On the world map, there are regions where women are beautiful, glamorous, like exquisite flowers, but they are solitary, lacking the ideal male figure. Here they crave love and care endlessly. I assure you that after hearing this, guys will want to hop on a plane to visit the country immediately to choose a wife. These countries are all facing a scarcity of men, but there are countless women. In fact, in Latvia, there is even a situation where one man has up to 8 women and still not enough. Be prepared for surprises, incredibly hot and attractive women when exploring these male-deficient countries. Number 15, Latvia. With a population of 1.8 million, Latvia has a female-to-male ratio 18% higher. This means that 10 Latvian girls have to share one guy. The reason for this gender gap comes from various factors including history, wars, and even the living environment. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Latvia is the paradise of supermodels. Walking along the streets of Riga, the capital of Latvia, you feel like you're on a Victoria's Secret fashion show runway, with glamorous beauties averaging 1.70 meters in height, with blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, and delicate facial features like dolls. However, this paradise also hides many ironies. To possess a beautiful Latvian woman, men here have to face fierce competition, along with the heavy responsibility of supporting multiple wives at once. Latvia allows polygamy. In 2007, a new marriage law was passed in Latvia, allowing a man to marry 10 wives. This made the country even more famous and attracted international attention. Latvia attracts not only with beautiful women and the unique shortage of men's story, but also with majestic, romantic natural beauty, long-standing culture, history, and unique customs. Let's explore Latvia to witness these fascinating things firsthand, and who knows, you might find your true love among these beautiful women in paradise. Another country I want to introduce to you is Russia. According to the latest statistics released by the Federal State Statistics Service of Russia, the surplus of women over men in this country will continue in the long run. By 2036, the only region in Russia where there are more men than women is the Chukotka Autonomous Okrug in the Far East. Specifically, in 2019, for every 1,000 Russian men, there were up to 1,154 women. By 2036, the ratio will be 1,000 men to 1,128 women. Demographers comment that the gender imbalance phenomenon in Russia is not due to the psychological choice of sex, as in some Asian countries. The problem lies in the high mortality rate of men in this country. Remarkably, by the age of 60, for every 1 Russian man, there are up to 2 women. The reason is that men die more. Men in Russia are becoming increasingly rare, with a shortage of men along with a high rate of military service. Due to the vast territory, since 2015, Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a decree allowing foreigners to join the Russian military. The regulation for recruiting foreigners into the Russian army was also immediately issued, according to which foreign mercenaries who want to join the Russian army must be aged between 18 and 30. In addition, Russian women possess a unique beauty different from any other country. They have shiny blonde hair, slightly curly or straight, deep blue eyes like containing the sky, and radiant smiles like bright sunshine. Their figures are usually tall, slim, with soft curves full of femininity. They always take careful care of themselves, maintaining their figures with healthy eating habits and regular exercise. However, the beauty of Russian women does not stop at appearances. They exude mystery and allure, like captivating epic tales. They are intelligent, savvy, and always know how to attract the attention of everyone around them. I think anyone who goes to Russia to join the military and then find someone to love would be pretty cool, right? Iceland, the land of ice with majestic, impressive natural landscapes, not only captivates tourists with its magnificent volcanoes and white ice rivers, but also with the wild, free-spirited beauty and strong souls of the women here, carrying the bloodline of Vikings flowing in their veins. Icelandic women possess a unique beauty different from any other country. Their hair is often shining blonde, lightly curled or straight, with deep blue eyes like containing the entire sky and radiant smiles as bright as sunshine. Their stature is usually tall and slender with robust curves. They love activities and often participate in outdoor sports such as mountain climbing, skiing, and kayaking. Thanks to this, they have a strong, energetic body. Women in Iceland are not only beautiful in appearance but also exude confidence, independence, and strength. They are well educated with open-minded and modern thinking. They pursue their dreams and are not afraid to face challenges. One of the main challenges this country faces is the gender imbalance, with about 200,000 women to 185,000 men. If you go to Iceland, you should know that women here have a habit of frequenting clubs and enjoying hot springs to bathe daily to avoid the cold. You can also come here to experience and admire the beautiful girls from Iceland. Number 12. Belarus. Belarus, a small country in Eastern Europe, imports strategic resources such as oil, natural gas, coal, and steel, besides wood. However, this country, with a population of only 10 million and relatively poor natural resources, has another resource that makes other countries envy: beautiful women. Because of losing too many beauties, President of Belarus, Lukashenko, even ordered restrictions on exporting beautiful people, concerned that Belarus will fall into a serious gender imbalance. The country's authorities have had to issue regulations to prevent the loss of beautiful women. With a country of a small population like Belarus, the influx of beautiful and outstanding women abroad will affect the population. Moreover, if marrying a foreigner, it means they have to follow their husband. Therefore, if you want to marry Belarusian women, men must naturalize and live here. Currently, the Belarusian government is forced to implement strict measures to limit the trend of going abroad and marrying foreign husbands. So, if tourists intend to come to this country to find a life partner for themselves, they need to consider carefully before deciding. I think it's not bad to have Belarusian citizenship and a beautiful wife while visiting here, right? What do you think about Belarusian women? Leave your comments below. Number 11. Norway. The magnificent Viking land of Norway not only captivates tourists with its majestic natural landscapes and romantic narrow fjords, but also with the unique, fascinating beauty of the women here, carrying the mixed blood of Nordic peoples. Norwegian women possess a wild, free-spirited beauty like their homeland. Their hair is often shiny blonde, freely flowing or braided into long hair, enhancing their delicate faces with deep blue eyes and radiant smiles like bright sunshine. Their stature is usually tall and slender with robust curves. They love activities and often participate in outdoor sports such as skiing, hiking, and kayaking. Thanks to this, they have a strong, energetic body. However, to conquer the hearts of Norwegian women, you need to be patient and sincere. They don't like empty flattery or rushed gestures. Instead, they value sincerity, respect, and loyalty. Currently, the number of women exceeds the number of men by more than 50,000 people. This gender imbalance is a prominent feature of Norway, mostly due to women having a longer life expectancy than men. Therefore, the proportion of unmarried adult women in Norway is quite high, up to 46%, ranking among the highest in the world. So, you can completely find an ideal girlfriend here. Number 10. Estonia. Estonia, also known as the Republic of Estonia, is a northern European country. As a relatively small country, its total area is 45,226 square kilometers, and there are more than 2,000 islands in the Baltic Sea. This country is considered a green country, covered by forests and with low terrain, about 50 meters above sea level. It also has relatively high rainfall. Perhaps that is why the forest space is extremely developed. As a neighboring country of Latvia, Estonia shares a similar history and geographical closeness. The gender ratio of this country is almost equivalent to Latvia. Women account for 54.5% of Estonia's total population, and the population has continuously had negative growth for many years, with aging issues mainly affecting men, thus widening the gender ratio gap, with a ratio of 119 women to every 100 men. Estonian men are lucky when they don't have to try too hard to get a supermodel girlfriend. Not only do they possess charming and attractive appearances, but Estonian women are also considered intelligent, as 2/3 of Estonian women have a bachelor's degree. Even in this country, there is an island living under the matriarchal system, rarely with men appearing there. That is Kenu, the most special island. The island has a modest area of about 16.4 square kilometers, not too far from the mainland, but it seems that modern technology and life have never touched it. Although it is a small island, it still has the largest size in the Gulf of Riga, the seventh largest in Estonia, with a length of 7 kilometers and a width of 3.3 kilometers. There are 4 villages on the island: Salmi, Rotula, and Lula. On this island, women hold administrative and social management rights. In the 19th century, men on the island had to seek food and fish, bringing income to the community, leaving only women on the island. They started to spend most of the year sailing on the sea. When men are absent, older women have stood up to lead the community, preserve, and protect their ancient traditions. Weak-legged residents have to take responsibility for managing everything, and this work has been going on for centuries. From raising children and working in the fields to solving island management issues, the only thing Kinu women are not allowed to do is to dig graves. Number 9. Hungary. Hungary is a landlocked country with a population of 10 million people, predominantly ethnic Hungarians, with a significant minority of Romanians. The official language is Hungarian, the most widely spoken Uralic language in the world, and one of the few non-Indo-European languages used extensively in Europe. This country boasts many beauties. Moreover, Hungary also has a high average life expectancy. There is a higher proportion of women than men here, and the fertility rate is low, at only 1.48 children per woman. Therefore, the Hungarian government has enacted various policies to promote fertility. The loan policy, implemented since July 1, 2019, allows couples to borrow up to 10 million HUF. If they marry before the bride turns 41, they will have 1/3 of their debt waived if they have 2 children, and the entire debt cleared if they have 3. Number 8. Ukraine. Ukraine is a country in Eastern Europe, bordered to the east by the Russian Federation, to the north by Belarus, to the west by Poland, Slovakia, and Hungary, to the southwest by Romania and Moldova, and to the south by the Black Sea and the Sea of Azov. With a total area of 3,700 square kilometers and a coastline of 2,782 kilometers, Ukraine ranks 44th in the world. The capital of Ukraine is Kiev, known as the Glorious Capital, with a history dating back to the 5th century and one of the oldest cities in Eastern Europe. Kiev, situated on the banks of the famous Dnieper River, is renowned for its distinctive Baroque architectural landmarks, interspersed with museums, grand theaters, and beautiful riverside gardens that attract tourists from all over the world. It is called the Land of Beauties. In the capital city of Kiev, one can find Ukrainian beauties everywhere, with slender figures, beautiful faces, elegant attire, and graceful manners, creating a beautiful scenery. Due to low birth rates and a predominantly female population, a new profession has emerged here: surrogate motherhood. In 2023, 16,000 children were born every month in Ukraine, compared to 23,000 before the war. The birth rate in Ukraine decreased by 28% in just over half a year of war. Ukraine already had a low birth rate, and without the war, it was estimated that Ukraine would have only half its population by 2050. With a low birth rate, Ukraine legalized surrogacy in 2016 and provided corresponding medical support. Though such news may seem unbelievable, it cannot be denied that Ukraine has indeed boosted its national GDP through this method. Moreover, currently, Ukrainian men are all required to go to the battlefield. Therefore, men in this country are becoming increasingly scarce. Thousands of Ukrainian men have left their jobs to enlist. Thus, Ukrainian women have become a significant labor force. Ukrainian law previously prohibited women from working in occupations such as mining, hot metal forging, and heavy machinery operation. Number 7. Monaco. The Principality of Monaco is a city-state located in Europe, one of the 2 city-states in Europe and the second smallest country in the world. The people of Monaco are very wealthy. This is also one of the countries with the highest per capita income in the world, and the economy is quite developed. Surrounded by the fashion capital of France, fashion and luxury goods are an integral part of the daily life of the people of Monaco. Romance, wealth, and fashion have become symbols of the country, attracting many women from all over the world. The aging population issue is becoming serious, therefore women constitute the majority of the total population. In addition, according to Forbes, Monaco has a large number of millionaires and billionaires, up to 12,200 people. This means that about every 3 residents, one is a millionaire or billionaire. Thus, this area has become the place with the highest number of millionaires and billionaires per capita in the world. Among more than 39,200 residents, only over 9,300 are natives. The majority are foreigners from France, Italy, England, Switzerland, Germany, Russia, and the United States. Monaco is considered a country with high security and a low crime rate. The entire country has a 24/7 security system. Police are present everywhere, mainly controlling traffic or giving directions to tourists. Furthermore, although small, this wealthy land is very developed, thanks to its two key economic sectors, tourism and casinos. When stepping into Monaco, tourists will discover many interesting things that are not available everywhere. However, did you know that although famous for its casinos, native citizens are prohibited from gambling? Therefore, the world of gambling is reserved entirely for international tourists and foreign residents. Number 6. Nepal. Situated between the two major world cultures of India and China, Nepal does not appear to be inferior, as it possesses a unique and ancient culture. Here there is a blend of major cultures and the distinctive character of the country, with 35 ethnic groups and 92 languages. When stepping into the town of Brahmapura in Nepal, many people will be surprised to see only women selling groceries, carrying grains and pumping water, with hardly a trace of men. Not only here but many other areas in Nepal are also experiencing similar situations. This country is currently one of the most male-scarce places in the world. In Brahmapura, women take on tasks typically reserved for men. They become pillars and representatives of the community. Nepal has a population of 29 million, with women accounting for 54.1%. This is the country with the lowest male-to-female ratio in the world. The main reason for this situation is related to cultural and nutritional factors, leading to women in Nepal having an average life expectancy that is 3 years higher than men. Another reason is migration, as many Nepali men have to seek work abroad to make a better living. Women in Brahmapura specifically, and in some areas in Nepal in general, have become accustomed to loneliness. In this town, for every 4 men, 1 goes abroad. Many young men also seek their way abroad for business and sometimes do not return. This further exacerbates the gender imbalance. Many young girls have to face the status of spinster, and even if they get married, they still fall into the single-bed situation. With an unemployment rate as high as 46%, labor export is seen as the only way in Nepal to ensure a better life. Every day, an estimated 1,500 people leave Nepal to work abroad. In just 1 decade, 1/10 of Nepal's population has gone abroad to earn a living, leaving behind the elderly, women and children. Number 5. Denmark. Denmark is the happiest country in the world, renowned for its friendly people, peaceful life, and picturesque landscapes. It also harbors an interesting phenomenon that few know about, the man shortage issue. It may sound strange, but the truth is that the number of single women in Denmark is increasing, while men are becoming scarce. It is one of the countries with the highest proportion of single women in the world, with around 52% of adult women being unmarried. Danish women are independent, strong, and autonomous. They pursue careers, education, and personal interests with little dependence on men. They also have high standards when choosing partners, leading to more selectivity in romantic relationships. Additionally, gender equality policies in Denmark are highly developed. Women enjoy many opportunities for education, work, and personal development on par with men. Denmark has one of the highest rates of women's participation in the workforce globally. As men prioritize their careers, long-distance travel, and social activities, they often do not have time for dating. The current gender ratio in Denmark is estimated at 100 men to 104 women. In Denmark, women's rights and gender equality are constantly advocated, and the government actively creates opportunities for women to pursue their goals without facing obstacles. Due to the increasing number of women and men's desire to be with more women, there is often a large gender imbalance in cities. Number 4. Russia. According to a report by the United Nations, Russia currently has more women than men. This issue is common among many countries that have experienced war, diseases, or natural disasters, leading to large disparities between genders. Russia is one of these countries. The war in Ukraine and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic have added to this situation, causing many deaths. At present, women make up over 54% of the total population, with the ratio of women to men at 116 to 100. Moreover, Russia is also one of the countries with the highest number of older women due to men dying at an earlier age. In 2022, an estimated 900,000 men died in Russia, mostly due to the war. It is noteworthy that many men in this country suffer from diseases such as alcoholism, cardiovascular diseases, and cancer. Additionally, it is common for people to smoke and drink alcohol, and many people experience stress due to economic difficulties. The conditions are further exacerbated by Russia's aging population and a high number of deaths. In general, men in Russia die at an average of 10 years younger than women. In addition, the working population in Russia is composed of 57% women. The tendency of more and more women being involved in economic and social activities may contribute to the high proportion of women in the country. This issue has even become a topic of concern among researchers. The shortage of men in Russia has increased the pressure on women to find a life partner. A large number of women are participating in marriage agencies and online dating platforms to find partners. In Russia, some girls attend classes to become matchmakers to expand their social networks and become more attractive. Number 3. Latvia. Latvia is a country located in the Baltic region of Europe and has a population of approximately 1.8 million. However, like many other countries, Latvia also has an uneven gender ratio. Women make up 54.5% of the population. There are many reasons for this gender imbalance, including World War II, post-war emigration, and low fertility rates. One of the main reasons is that men in Latvia often migrate abroad to seek work or participate in international industries that provide better opportunities. This situation leads to an increasing number of unmarried women in Latvia, with an estimated 18% of women in their 40s remaining single. This is a high percentage compared to many European countries. The number of Latvian men seeking jobs in other countries has significantly increased, and this has been shown in surveys and statistical data. Therefore, women have become the leading force in family and social activities. This country is ranked as one of the top 10 countries in the world with the highest number of single women. The development and stability of Latvia's economy, coupled with equal opportunities for men and women, contribute to the creation of an environment where women can pursue careers and education, making them less dependent on men. This phenomenon has created a significant challenge to the gender ratio. Number 2. Lithuania. Lithuania, the largest country in the Baltic region, has a population of about 2.8 million. In Lithuania, the gender ratio is highly skewed, with women outnumbering men. This is particularly apparent in rural areas where many men migrate to cities or abroad for better job opportunities. Consequently, Lithuania has one of the highest proportions of single women in the world. Lithuanian women are known for their beautiful appearances and are often described as tall, slender, and attractive. This beauty standard is reflected in the significant number of women who enter the modeling and entertainment industries. Lithuania has made efforts to promote gender equality, and women play an essential role in both the workforce and in family life. The birth rate in Lithuania has been in decline for years, with an average of 1.6 children per woman. Men are often absent from the family scene, leading to higher rates of single women, particularly in rural areas. Another contributing factor is the emigration of young Lithuanian men in search of better opportunities abroad. Many men leave to work in other European countries or the United States, which creates an imbalanced gender ratio at home. Number 1. Estonia. Estonia is known for its beautiful women and high educational standards. This country has a gender imbalance that is particularly notable. The gender ratio in Estonia is estimated at 119 women for every 100 men. Estonia is experiencing an aging population, with more women living longer due to better health and healthcare services. In the past decade, Estonia's population has been affected by declining birth rates and an increase in the number of women who live alone or remain single. Estonian women are well educated, with a high percentage holding a bachelor's degree or higher. This is reflected in their ability to take on leadership roles in businesses and social organizations. Women in Estonia are active in careers and have a significant presence in the country's workforce. Additionally, the country has a strong gender equality policy that supports women's rights and opportunities. The development of technology and increased participation of women in various sectors have contributed to the demographic trends that have resulted in Estonia having a larger number of women than men.